Oh my, right by the hole. That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And that will take him to 3 under. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Xander Schauffele setting up his next shot. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Well, Rich, this won't come as a big surprise, will it? Because there's a lot of people talking about this player. They've been performing beautifully all season, and many think they can win this event.
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
And a par putt awaits him. It's tracking. Yeah, nice to make a mid-range par putt. He's currently tied for first. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. And he's safely on the green. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt.
This is their look at birdie.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Putting for a par here. And now to the standings. They sit in second place, behind Ricky Fowler.
The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie.
Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker.
He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Should find the green here. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day.
And that will take him to 4 under. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Well, a lovely position for this player, Rich. Tied for the lead as they make the turn.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
That's some good golf right there. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out, won early a few times. But then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
This one started out on a good line. That's inside the range.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Water becomes a real feature here in the final 9 holes of TPC Scottsdale. Here we are exposed to it at 11.
Second shot at 11 is very difficult. Water hugging the left-hand side. The bunker fronting the green is no fun. The one in the back part of the green is no fun. Anything out to the right is just fine.
Going with the 6-iron here.
Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
Hang on, this looks pretty handy. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will take him to 6 under.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice?
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Such soft hands.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed.
This one is all over it.
Gee, I think they've got the handle of this game, Rich. Fairways and greens.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Oh, so close. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. Leading by a shot after that hole. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
That putt went a bit long there.
Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. Was on a good line.
A par putt awaits.
He's currently in the second position. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. That's a bit out of shape. Henny, how bad is this lie?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the first cut.
Going with the 5-iron here. That's going right. Getting ready to play their third.
Currently a shot off the lead.
Oh, just missed. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This is what they have left for a par.
Looking good.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. Oh, well done. Well, I don't know about you, Rich, but I love this 15th hole at TPC at Scottsdale. Everyone's already focused on getting into the stadium hole, but this one here, wow, what a shot you got in front of you.
I'm laying up 8 days a week and hitting wedge in there close for my third, Luke. No chance I'm taking on this second shot.
Needs this to kick a bit left. Well, it's fair to say that fortune favours the brave, Rich.
Yes, it does. And being just one shot back, things are getting interesting.
Oh, that one was zooming past the hole.
Oh dear, time to get the chipper back out. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. How close was that to going down? And that should secure the par on this one. And with that putt, now it's 6 under with a few to play.
And they're going to have to really focus in here to try and chase down that leader.
Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. Wow, what a save.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole Par 3 16th. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. This would be a clutch up and down here. From long range.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
And it's time to recap that play.
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Yes! Oh, this one out of a smelly spot on the golf course, but no bother for this player.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The penultimate hole at TPC Scottsdale's an absolute beauty. Do you go for it or lay up? A drive here that's just slightly pulled will find the hazard to the left. But if you're short right, a chance to get up and down for your birdie and really push for the title. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Rich, that was a great time to pull off a play like that.
Absolutely, Luke. Trailing by 2, you can tie the lead if should they make the putt.
A chance to move into first place here.
And if he should make it, tied going into the final hole.
Yeah, that's a common fault in putting. Pulled it slightly.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread.
A great opportunity here for him to drop this putt and get closer to the lead.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes.
Okay, steady now. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400 plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. It never feels nice. A 3-putt par here. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water has it down the left-hand side, and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach, but once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water.
That's a heavy lie this player has drawn.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
That approach shot was just a dead pull.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, you like the look of those hands.
Love watching this player around the greens.
This putt is for a score of 65. And that'll be all. Well, that's a shame, Rich. We had high hopes for this player, but ultimately, coming up short, it's going to hurt.
No, they just couldn't quite get their game going in the final round. Unfortunately, comes up a little bit short, but what can I say? Another solid performance.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beem in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be following this featured group as there are rumours of quite a rivalry kicking off between these two players.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event.
Second shot here on the first. And here we are with the third shot.
Wind back into their grill. They need to flight this one down.
Not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
And this putt coming up for his par. He's currently tied for ninth. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Yeah, that one's looking good. A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Just didn't drop.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Solid par putt, that. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Opting for the 9-iron. Come on, get a good bounce to the left. Yep, that shot safely on the green. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Ouch, that hurts. Okay, time to return to the action. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. Be the ball, Danny. No. Oh, how about that one? Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the 4th.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Opting for the 3-wood. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Looking for the draw, but not finding it.
And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. He's 2 shots back.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
$11 feet to the cup.
He's got this for his part.
Nice little putt to hole, that one. Currently 2 under for the event.
The 6th hole at Riviera is one of the most famous par 3s on the West Coast, Rich. An absolute beauty.
It looks like a giant green donut with the bunker right in the center of the green, doesn't it? I love this hole.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left.
It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
That's on the green, but still a fair way from the hole. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Hey, that's a chance. And the putt will go. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
And that is a nice up and down out of the greenside bunker for the par.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup. This is, oh yeah.
It's time to check on the leaderboard.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up from about 130 yards out. Nice out the rough here.
Oh, well played. This putt will move them to 3 under par. That was a gallant attempt. It's just about 3 feet away.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flagstick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flagstick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you?
And he's down there.
And from around 135 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here. That's just inside the range. This putt is for a share of second.
And that will drop in for a birdie.
And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Currently has a share of second place. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
From around 140 yards here.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
Choosing the 9-iron here. This one might need to set. Now that looked pretty good the whole way.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Chance to move up into the top 20 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make here.
Good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under.
This for back-to-back birdies. Now that's how you roll the rock.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today.
That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Tied at the top, Rich, with the back 9 here left today.
Yeah, exciting position, isn't it? You'd rather have the lead on your own, but listen, tied for the lead, pretty good spot to be in. They're going to have to work to earn this victory.
One of the most often discussed holes in all of golf is the par 4 10th here at Riviera Ridge. There's so much strategy.
It's either driver or 3-wood for every player in this field, but you better be good with distance because this green is very narrow.
A perfect little fade. Bit untidy, wasn't it?
Henny, what does that lie look like?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely.
Getting ready to play their third.
He's currently tied for the lead. I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Yep, well done.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole.
The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
1 win is good, but 2 wins would be great. That's tidy.
And here we are with the third shot. Just 1 stroke off the lead.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Nice recovery there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Not a bad line, this.
And down it goes. And that will take him to 5 under.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Time for the 5th shot. Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par fours, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
That silky touch from around the greens. A lovely shot to chip in.
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse. That one's right out of the top drawer.
Sitting at 6 under, currently in the lead.
This one needs to kick left. A quality shot, that. Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Ooh, right by the hole. Nine feet to the cup. It's on a good line.
That gets the job done.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Going with the 7.
That dog will hunt.
This putt to get to 7 under the card.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Looking good.
Oh, so close.
A par putt on the table. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
They found the sand here.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Oh, absolutely flushed.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, let's get back to the action.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one will run uphill.
This one looking really good.
That's frustrating. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
He's currently sitting in first place.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Opting for the 9-iron. This one is right down the pipe. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Still in the lead now after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Great shot. Time for the second shot at the 17th. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. Sitting at 7 under par for the day. Currently in the lead. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Needs this one to kick right. Oh, what a shot by our leader.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Wow, that was handy holding out from there.
Not a good lie. Fortunate to hit the pin and go in.
This one's for birdie.
Surely it's going to.
And that's 8 birdies today. And that will take him to 8 under. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
Wow, I didn't even know they had this power. Great drive.
Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Wow, was that a massive drive there. Holy cow.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Playing within their comfort zone there. And this putt for the tournament. If it's up, it could be in. Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
But Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just make me look smart. That's about it.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing, as these two have been hinting at quite a budding rivalry here.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand, because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her to be beaten.
Yeah, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one, if you can win, will certainly build your confidence.
Going with the 8-iron here.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Oh, almost went in. Oh, standing ovation after that shot.
Oh, you love to see those shots land. What a play.
Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
And that should calm whatever nerves his player has. Nice opening hole.
He's currently tied for 4th. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This looks to be heading to the green. That approach didn't seem to fit their eye.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's one stroke behind her rival in this event.
Going with the 7. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the players firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Wow, that almost went in the hole.
That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
And he needs this to save par.
In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Currently 1 under for the event. Now let's hear from our on-course reporter, John McCarthy, who I see is just rolling up his beach towel. Been striding the fairways here in Florida for the last couple of days leading up to the event. John, what's the Emery Beach Club all about?
Well, Luke, one thing it's about is it's about water. Water hazards will feature prominently on this course this week. The greens also very undulating. There are ridges, there are shelves, there are tiers. I hope the players have done their homework this week because these approach shots into these greens, they're always important, but especially so here at Emery Beach. Several holes feature one of Beamer's nemesis, the tiny bunker. The tiny bunker is in play this week, so you got to be careful off the tee as they seem to pop out where you least expect them. Beautiful Florida course, though. I will enjoy the scenery, and I hope the players will enjoy the challenge of Emery Beach Club this week.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Opting for the 6-iron.
Nicely done.
Sadly hasn't made a putt all day. Hopefully that can change here.
This for a birdie run.
Oh, this looks pure.
And gets that putt of distance to go.
Kinda like it. 2 in a row.
Currently at -3 for the event. The 5th hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, your thoughts?
Luke, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
Wow, very aggressive play on this approach, putting some pressure on their rival, Brooke Henderson.
Oh, good look at a birdie here. Oh, that's a nice line.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently in 4th place.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And with that, they move into 1st place. Oh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Sitting at -4. Currently in top spot. Got some good distance on that one. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Currently in the lead by a shot.
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. That was a beauty.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Well played. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Currently in 1st position. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. I don't mind the look of this. Leading by a couple after that hole. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Going with the hybrid. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. This player's dialed in. What a shot. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
Let's see if we can make this and keep the par on the card. Yeah, nicely holed. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Teeing off now on the 9th hole. Lovely effort that. Sitting at -6. Currently leading. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game. A bold play, hopefully a bold reward. This is on a great line.
Oh, super putt that. What an eagle. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Quality shot, that one. Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
That's a pretty handy shot. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
This is Brooke Henderson.
Ooh, well, what a shot. Let's return to live play now. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard.
And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
Teeing off now on this par 3. Going with the 5-wood. Well, this one's going right at the flag. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Was on a good line. This must be frustrating. Time to get back on that green. Sitting at 9 under par.
Currently in the lead.
Big time play, that one. At the right time too.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
And it's worth taking another look at that one.
Yeah, this was a gift. Wasn't expecting this.
And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it. But the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up-and-down birdie.
Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game and again, to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just he changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport. And all of a sudden, he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. It just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you got guys that are young and wearing these tight-fitting clothes, going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player. And everybody else was just kind of sitting there in awe going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen, I expect to win every single week out there, and sure enough, that's what he did.
This is their 5th shot. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 13th. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. That's nicely done. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
Better than most.
And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Second shot here on the 14th hole. Opting for the 5-wood.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt.
Got to try and save the par here. This has a real chance.
What a putt to make. Well done. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
It's been a little up and down, but she's just one stroke back from her rival.
Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. A long par 4 this hole. Oh my, that was launched. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
That could play. A little off the mark on that approach shot. This would be a great up and down. Ooh, that almost went down. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Judging it beautifully.
Just a 4-footer remaining.
Nice little par putt here.
And the putt drops, now 11 under, heading down the stretch.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Nice shot, that. That should find the surface. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
This one's tracking.
Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie. So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in second place.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Well, this should find the short grass. Second shot here on the 17th hole. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Outstanding shot, high quality.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player. Looking better.
Well, that'll play.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead. That's a big drive. Oh, he's been by our leader.
Absolutely massive and right down the fairway.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
And he can win the event here if he can hold this putt. Okay, steady now. Yeah, that's never nice. Putting it off the surface, that hurts. The equation's pretty simple. Chip this in.
Oh, Dr. Chipinski strikes again.
Well, there you have it. What a wonderful victory, Rich.
Hat trick of victories now. 3 of them. Gotta say, this player is on fire.
Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
And I've got to give props to my boy in the booth, Rich Beam. I think you picked this one at the start of the week, didn't you?
Luke, it wasn't a difficult pick, let's be honest. This player has been consistent all season long. Getting the victory, no surprise whatsoever. Really good stuff.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Hello there, my name is John McCarthy. Pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K23. Hopefully everything is going well on your end. We are just playing the front nine of this course today. Let's have a bit of fun out there. All right, bombs away. Let's see what happens here. Let's go. Looks like this one should be in the fairway. And this one's about 125 yards out. Well, we missed the green, but that's all right. Life does go on. And here's his second shot. This one's your third. Okay, here's your fourth. Nice tempo on that chip, just nice and easy. Well done.
And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up.
Ouch, right by the hole. And for the bogey. Starting our round here above par, but that's all right. There's lots of birdies out there. And lost that first hole, so you're one down moving forward. Okay, let's see what you do here. This looks like it'll be in the fairway. And 200 yards or so to the pin. Yep, that swing was a little bit off. Oh my, splash. Here's your fourth shot. I'm okay with that. And from 115 yards out, let's see what he does here. Taking this one with the 8-iron. This one's rough bound, I think. And let's see how he gets out of this one. And from 27 feet out. I went right by.
And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up on you. Look out. And that putt drops for par. And, well, that didn't go too well. Maybe next hole we'll get him. Going with the 5 wood on this one. All right, let's go. Come on, get right. That should do nicely. Here's a look for birdie. Right by the hole. And here he is setting up for this putt. If it drops, he goes 3 up. And that one will drop for birdie. And your friend's up by 3 after that one. Okay, let's send it. I don't know, this one could go either way. Got about 125 to the pin. Oh, that's not a great one. And we found him in the fairway bunker. Let's see what happens here. Okay, third shot. And this is your 4th shot. All right, here's the 7-foot putt. Ah, no good. And if this next putt drops, he will go to 4 up. And that'll drop the birdie. And after that one, your friend is 4 up for the match.